his body and chest against Embiid.
A combined 1 of 12 shooting. Tatum on the fly. The 15-footer is down.
And
then so far 0 of 1. Tatum.
That's good.
Boy, is he smooth.
That's good. I mean,
shot clock at 5. Off to Tatum. Covington there. One of the best defenders, and he was off his balance. And Tatum knocks him down. Embiid is right with him.
Look at
nice
that.
Defense.
Look at that.
Nice defense by Joel Embiid against the crafty Tatum. Wow!
It ain't right. Look at him.
Standing action in this meeting between a couple of Eastern Conference Titans as Tatum answers with a
NBA action right now, folks.
Tatum over Hardaway, and Jayson Tatum with the answer. And now Tatum sizing up Thomas. 6 to shoot. Second-year player hits it for Boston.
That's why he's the top gun in the game. He's played so well. That's why Cantor's on the bench. He's done an excellent job filling in.
3 to shoot. Tatum hits the follow-away over Dotson.
Made the dunk. Missed this one.
2 to shoot. Follow-away. Got it.
Tatum, defended by Gordon. Takes a tough fall away. Buries it.
If it wasn't Durant or Westbrook, and right now Abrinas is the only, in my opinion, reliable shooter. So they have a lot more work as Tatum knocks that down than the Celtics do in finding. He's smart by going under pick and rolls and forcing Boston to take some tough shots.
Tatum going one-on-one and hits over Patterson.
Tatum inside the arc.
Tatum with patience.
There he is with the follow.
Offensively, I think Milwaukee would switch everything. They're not.
Tatum. Nice touch.
52%. Tatum coming off the screen, surveys, sees 2 guys, leans back and fires a deep 2 over Evan Turner. Good defense, but better off. Tatum picked up on a switch by Nurkic. Trying to get to the inline where he'll pull up and cast and score.
And what I mean by that, Kev, is, as you know, they have come in months.
Tatum finds some space. Rattles it home. That ends a 9-0 run.
Remember now at halftime, he was struggling in this quarter because they're 1 for 5 in the threes with 4 turnovers.
Smooth jumper there from Tatum. He's got 9. It's back to 6.
Got to get him going. Plus, you got to.
Tatum to step away for 2.
Well, in the paint, guys, going to need.
with Kyrie Irving out with an injury. Rozier stepped up big. Jayson Tatum.
There were some rumblings about Rozier not being happy with his playing time because of the way he played last year.
But Walker, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Jayson Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Isaiah Thomas. Elbow jumper Tatum. I'll tell you, this Boston team was not doing much.
% from the field and 50% from 3. Tatum from the foul line. Well, they're not missing right now. The Celtics are 10 out of 16.
That was a throwaway a moment ago for Dallas. Lucas got a couple of assists on made threes for the Mavs. They just turned the ball over for the first time, and Jayson Tatum hits another jumper. He finds a place to go, and that's Tatum. Tatum against Matthews, who just returned to the game, and Jayson Tatum with an in-your-face jumper.
His confidence is high.
It's organized a repost of Jayson Tatum against a very good defender, Maxi Kleber, and he hit it.
Well, he made a tough shot.
Yeah,
really
man.
good. That was a pretty good challenge that time by Kleber, who ran JJ off of.
Solomon Hill back out there. Tatum off the dribble. Guy's got some game. 82-64, Jayson Tatum with 12 and 6 boards.
Tatum, turnaround, 2. Clarkson went down like he'd been run over by a truck. The official just...
Well, Towns is very proud to be a member of that Dominican Republic national team.
Excellent play by Jayson Tatum.
Started to drive. Ian Morris play catch. Tatum fadeaway jumper on the rim and good.
He's arriving. It's like in football, right? The cornerback going away from him. Tatum, 2 more. And a little inside out. Jayson loose with the basketball. Tatum for 2. Back. Tatum along the baseline, couldn't find room. Now goes the other way, opts for the fall away, and knocks it down. Tatum pulls up. 2 more. Uh-oh. I'm telling you, from his... Tatum buries the pull-up. Now Jayson.
Tatum, great defense, better shot. Tatum again. Steps back for his jumper, got it again.
Oh, is he smooth?
That's Baines. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Tatum for 2. That plays, it'll all add up. Tatum hits the little fall away.
Lead by 1. Tatum shot right down the middle.
Tatum for 2. Tatum checks the clock. It's down to 5. Makes a nice move with the dribble and buries the jump shot.
Evolves throughout the course of the night. Here's Tatum matched up against Middleton. Tatum hits the step-back jump shot with that lethal mid-range.
Even without 3 of their best guys.
Tatum against Lopez, got a mismatch here. And he has a lethal mid-range game when he's going.
Okay, right away now.
And getting down on the block a little bit more. Here's Tatum.
You got to get him down inside 15.
Fading away over Redding.
Both the wins for the...
Tatum off the handoff from Horford, and he's able to hit the off-balance shot.
Advantage of rotations. White hits both free throws. Here's down 7 is Tatum. It's the jumper. Move your feet. Tatum. I mean, they're hitting a lot of content.
Boy, Tatum not shy tonight.
And why should he be? Right? This is what he does well. This is
Junior on him. He's going to set up on the block. Nice looking step back move. And he tells Smith Jr. about it on the way back. Timeout. Rick Carter.
That's one of the big differences in this time that they've been 12-3. Their offensive production has increased a ton. Tatum hits it. Oladipo with the quick hand, slapping it away. Tatum with the fall away for 2. Well, they ran the initial play to get Tatum. Tatum again. Got it. Jeez. Jayson Tatum is...
Shot clock is down to 6 here for Tatum. Banks it home. It counts in the...
Again with the injury, the foot injury to Mo Bamba.
What about Orlando's bench? Tatum breaks the dry spell for Boston.
Mitrovic pounded more than 5 times in there.
You usually come up with something. Jayson Tatum.
Well, Boston has...
Tatum. Tough shot.
Showing off.
Under pressure. Tatum. Step back J. That is smooth.
19 times. Someone just probably has to shoot it.
It'll be Tatum with the step back J and tack on 2 more. 34 points.
On the word game, adroit. But Kawhi Leonard, he's just so efficient. I mean, it's just as Tatum hits a tough
left, your right. Smart in the corner. This is Jayson Tatum. Hits the 16-footer.
Jayson Tatum did not have a good...
He threw me off. He's flirting. And, you know, it's every woman's story that is in the working field, you know.
Tatum. Banging. Shooting.
Oh, Tatum, that's a beautiful move
from the line, and it showed there. Tatum feeling it. Knocks down a fall away. It will be Irving, Tatum, Horford, Smart, and Morris out there, and Tatum picks up where he left off. He's got. Well, Brad's not exactly turning gray. Tatum knocks it down. And Miami.
Tatum on the drive, falling away is good. 8 straight points.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Realizes it. Gets 2. Man, he's great. Once he gets. Hornets right now in the 8th and final playoff spot. Tatum off to a really good start. Tatum, floater, 2. That was smooth.
Back out to Kyrie Irving. Tatum on the baseline. He worked a lot on his mid-range game with none other than.
You get down inside, you've proven it.
Westbrook just did it. Got to the cup for the layup. Stopping that run.
Well, that's taking advantage of a switch. Yeah. When you switch,
still tied.
Got to end this quarter solid. This is a key point in the ball game right here.
Tatum in a step back, and he hit it.
Because you can tell the intensity of the game is.
Zubac's trade was a surprise. Here's Tatum. But you know, Chris, in past years,
man, they just need a little bit of support, and more than that, a little bit of unity in the locker room. You never know what can happen with this team.
Tatum from straight away. And up with the departure, surprising departure of Ivica Zubac to the Clippers. Tatum able to knock it down. Both clubs are
impressive to me than the Lakers shooting is their attention to detail on the defensive end, getting the ball out, making sure they speed up. What a great job right there by.
That was the only reason why he was reaching out. But obviously, it was some uncomfortable feelings. General Manager Elton Brand had released him.
Al Horford right now in the mid-post. Let him go to work on Joel so he can get another foul.
Or you could go to Tatum.
Wow,
on that short 17 there and let him knock down.
That face-up 3. That face-up off the dribble pull-up.
Tatum.
That's the move he needs to get right there. If Giannis can get that move.
Tatum to the baseline. Open jumper. That's good. He's got the first 7 for Boston. Timeout, Jim. Wants him to.
You got to talk. Where's his help at?
Tatum fires the jumper, scores.
Razzle dazzle from Kawhi, Kyrie Irving. But I like Boston's offense as Tatum knocks down a elbow jump shot.
And Tatum couldn't, goes to Rozier instead. Now Tatum comes to the ball. Satoransky there defensively, but Tatum buries a free throw jumper.
Swinging around to Morris, back to Kyrie. Good defense there. That was a tough shot by Jayson Tatum.
Achilles tendon.
Raymond on the help there, but Tatum still able to go
towards Tatum because Bogdanovich had a size disadvantage against Tatum. He just shoot right over the top of him.
Just like that.
Yes. And this is where the Kings are coming out of the timeout.
Tatum shaky free from Brewer. Well, right now it's the Jayson Tatum show. He has 13. Again, Tatum is carrying the load right now. And he scores his 6th basket in 7 tries.
Right. Tatum, Rozier, Brown, Horford, and Hayward out there.
Tatum knocks down a jump shot. Career. Tatum.
Some outstanding threes.
Tatum will fall away 2. Tatum. That's a matchup the Celtics will like with Barton because of shots like that.
Looking, gets it inside. Irving falling away. Won't go. Rebound Tatum. Tatum follows it up, puts it in, and that'll do it.
3 to shoot. Jayson Tatum. Didn't panic at all. Two-pointer for Jayson Tatum.
Did the right. Boston with a 1-point lead in the ball. Given 0 for 4 to start. Tatum Stopped on a dime and hit it.
Therapy in itself.
And congratulations to Kay Love and actress Goldie Hawn, who will both be honored in New York as Tatum gets the soft touch to roll. He's back out there.
When you know a guy has that kind of ability, you want him to be free.
Yep. Like Tatum. He hits it. Tatum's got 16.
Kyrie's also picked up 4 rebounds here in the first 6 minutes. Tatum again.
3 for 4 shooting for Tatum.
In transition. 4 points and 2 rebounds for Bam. As Tatum finds his way just into the edge of the paint for the jumper.
Boy, he is so good. They need the confidence. So let's make some easy baskets, open it up, and maybe your inside people can score.
Tatum falling away. Sweet shot from Tatum.
In your second group, well, they still have Tatum in there, but the rest of the guys, what you're looking for is, hey, we want you to play.
Taft. And it's off to Tatum against McDermott. Horford short, got his own miss, kicks it out. Tatum the fake, the maneuver, 1-2, good. Jayson Tatum.
As well as on the drive.
He's been option number 1 since Victor Oladipo was injured late in January, and Jayson Tatum been.
I see they want this switch right here.
Tatum dancing with it, patted it a lot, and it pays off with a smooth jumper.
See if you total bad.
Boston leading by 10 here. Tatum with a quick post-up mismatch and knocks it down over Collison. These Celtics are firing on all cylinders. A couple of big threes late in the game in game 2. There's Tatum. Steps back over Bogdanovich. Boy, that is pure beauty. One-on-one against Bogdanovich. Little ISO.
Oh, offensive foul.
Steps back and drills it. Jayson Tatum looks at the crowd and says,
Tatum posting on Connaughton. Banking. Try to bank it, and he succeeds.
That's good defense.
Brown working against Mirotic. Back out to Horford. Here's Tatum with the long mid-range jumper, and he drills it. Good start for Jayson Tatum.
Well, I like the...
Semi Ojeleye in early. Good fake by Tatum. And that's the Jayson Tatum that was the second. Brown finds the open man. Great ball movement. Tatum with the long 2. Got it.
Get him in the game. To 0 in bench points right now. Favor of Milwaukee.
Milwaukee on a 7-0 run. Tatum trying to end it. He brings the drought over to Horford.
Plenty of time here. Plenty of time.
Tatum a long 2 step back is butter.
It's nice to see him now.
Able to double up on him quickly. Now Tatum. Good defense here by the Hawks, but Tatum is able to hit. And looking at the first round, and then met up with the Bucks, but it's been a different story as Tatum is able to knock it down.